Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United. Here we go finally. After 3 months of talking stage, Bryan Mbeumo has finally agreed to be Manchester United's girlfriend. And that same money Man United didn't want to pay to sign this player to Brentford, they have still paid it. I don't understand this Manchester United board. The main thing was that they didn't want to pay this £70 million, and they have still paid Brentford's initial valuation. So why did you take this long? This player could have already been training. These are the problems in Manchester United board. Man United is a club that finished 15th last season. So we expect more seriousness from them, more commitment from them. Get your deals done early. Look, I'll say one thing and we'll talk about it more in this video. We need to talk about how players are being priced now, because I'm seeing outrage about Bryan Mbeumo being £70 million. But I want to explain some things in this video to you guys. But before we get into that, let's still talk about Man United board. You could have quickly done this deal and, gotten your player. But now, because Newcastle wants to sign you on visa from Brentford, and visa, Brentford have said if you bring £50 million, we'll sell him to you. If they sell visa to Brentford, now Mbuemo becomes the main man. So there's even more pressure on him to stay. They want to hold him tighter because that is the only person they have as their main player. They have lost their manager already to Tottenham. They are losing Johan Visa to Newcastle. That's why people now acted quickly. So you go and pay £90 million for Mbuemo. And so that would have been a big disgrace for Man United if they didn't complete the signing. And now quickly back to the price, because it looks like the deal is done. £65 million is going to be the fixed fee, and £5 million in add-ons. Whatever it does, maybe wins a few trophies of league position finishes. That's how add-ons work. Now, £70 million for Bryan Mbeumo is not crazy. Why will I say that? This is the current market we are in. And I think all of us just have to adjust to it. We have been complaining that players are too expensive now. How about this is just how clubs actually value these players? Think of it. These clubs are always on computers, looking at data, analyzing the statistics, looking at valuation. These clubs know far more than us. So if your club is willing to pay this amount for a player, you should know that the player is probably worth it or thereabouts. I know, yes, clubs get it wrong sometimes, but this is genuinely the new market we are in. This is the inflation. This is everything. So £70 million before is probably, £70 million now is probably £40 million before. Even Hugo Ekitike is the same £70 million. Probably a £50 million player before. And £70 million now is probably like, £100 million. I mean, £70 million for it's probably £100 million now. That is genuinely how the market is. Think about it. We have been complaining throughout the summer transfer window. Gittins, about £60 million Chelsea paid. João Pedro, same thing they paid for him, about that fee. Kudus, with how many goals in the league or something, they paid about £55 million and £5 million in add-on. That's Tottenham. So look at the fees being paid all around. It's a consistent theme if you look at the players that you can actually compare to Mbuemo. So if Kudus with about 5 league goals, Madueke with about thereabouts, that same number, but Mbuemo now with 20 league goals and even more assists than them, why would he not be signed for £70 million? That's just the truth. This is the market you are in. Bryan Mbeumo is a Premier League proven player. He's tested and trusted, so you cannot expect Brentford to go below their valuation. You understand? So I just think all football fans need to reset their brain and understand the market you are in. Yes, we know that before £80 million would have bought you like flipping Ronaldo. I think that's how much Real Madrid signed him. But inflation, probably Ronaldo now, today, if Real Madrid wanted to sign Ronaldo from Man United, they'll probably paid about £250 to £3 million. £300 million. I'm not even joking. Or even £350 million. That is the... In fact, £400 million. Without crazy this market is, you know how crazy Ronaldo was that time. And if you even have like a time traveler to go to the future and see what he'll go on to achieve, I don't think £400 million for Ronaldo, if you even tell Madrid fans what he'll go on to achieve, is still a crazy fee. I'm not even joking. But yeah, back to Bryan Mbeumo and Man United completing the signing. Next season, we'll see Bryan Mbeumo in this Manchester United jersey that you can now get from the Adidas Stick. So by clicking on the link in my bio or going to the link in the description or sending us a message on WhatsApp with this phone number above, delivery is all right. You can also get any new jersey. Look at this beautiful Argentina new jersey, or all the other new jerseys: Barca, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Any club at all, they're all there. They are the cash takes. So Bryan Mbeumo is a signing that I'm happy Man United got. I told you guys that big clubs being good is good for the league. It's the best thing for the league. I told you I'm not a fan of all these Brentford, all these smaller clubs being the ones going to Europe and stuff. No. When I beat a club, I want it to be Manchester United. When I'm beating a club to the league title, I want it to be Man U. I don't want that when I'm beating Man U, I'll beat them to pain them, but it's not really matter because they are just 12th position. So I want them to be close to me. That is when football is at its best. That is when the noise is there. Look at when Chelsea won the Club World Cup. We never rest for how many days. If it was PSG that won it or Bayern Munich, everybody for don't go sleep by now. They have forgotten that trophy existed. Understand me? But now it is Chelsea that did that. So that tells you that when big clubs with fans, I'm not saying that PSG or Bayern Munich are not big clubs. my editor is a Bayern Munich fan. You go see this team vex. But I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying we know how these fan bases are. So it is best like that. So Manchester United getting Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha is a very good summer transfer window. I'll not even lie. It's a very good start. Although the Mbuemo deal has dragged on for too long, I think they could have completed this faster. Because Man United, in my opinion, still need a striker. They still need one centre back at least. They still need one midfielder. Very important, that midfielder. In football, once you can control the midfield, you have won the game. The main reason why Chelsea beat that PSG is because they collected the midfield. They were able to, go toe-to-toe with PSG midfield. PSG has used their midfield to bully teams in Europe. And I want Man United to also understand that. Ungrateful. Casamigos. What's it? Mount. Can't stay fit. Mountain on Fire can't stay fit. Bruno Fernandes. World class. Absolutely amazing. You guys know how much I respect Bruno Fernandes. And all that. So Bruno Fernandes is the only one midfielder that I can really say, yes, 100% faith in him. So I think Man United need to go out and get another midfielder. They do need a right back, but I think they can, survive with that. So these are the key positions. And for me, I'll remove that guy from the goalpost. You know me, I don't really think they can go far with Onana like that. But, you can even manage that. But there are some positions, especially striker, you cannot go into next season with Brock Lesnar. So these are some positions that still need to be there. But with adding Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, you have basically added at least 40 goals across all competitions next season. 40 goals at least. Man United struggled to score last season. And with these two guys, you have done that. And if everything even goes well, you have added about 30 to 40 goals also in the Premier League at least. Cunha was one of the best players to watch in the Premier League last season. I was genuinely jealous when Man United got this player. I remember when he played against us. This brother is right-footed, but outside the box, way far outside the box, he faked the ball. He faked a shot. I think that fake caught Gravenberch and Van Dijk. He faked it and then curled it in with his left foot from outside the box. Alisson Becker was the one in the post, not Kelleher. No, it was our best. We had our best players on the pitch. This brother did that and he was scoring some goals that were just unprecedented. The level of confidence and that arrogance in him was what when Man United signing, I was like, this is a very good signing. This is a very, very good signing. And now they have added Mbuemo as well. 20 goals in the Premier League, 15 non-penalty goals. So even though you want to say it's penalty, 15 non-penalty goals, you see absolutely amazing. I think he had 7 assists. He's a player that is very good on corners as well. We have watched Mbuemo last season. Very, very good player at Brentford. I don't think any Premier League fan will be sad if their team gets this player. And I think it definitely raises the level for Man United. And they have strength in that right wing position because Amad Diallo is still there to compete with his position. So not that Mbuemo is coming in and he'll be totally comfortable. Although I think Mbuemo coming in, that is a Champions League player level. That is how highly I rate Bryan Mbeumo. So Man United completing the signing of Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo is very, very good. They need goals. But now they still need to go out and, fill in other positions. But for now, it's a very, very good start. I do think that. Okay, they have also gotten that young left back, Diego Leon. I think that is his name. 18 years old. I don't know anything about him. I've never watched him play football. I don't know. One thing I want to criticize about the Mayin board also is how they utilize their academy and also how they let go of players sometimes. Look at the player. That Alvaro Carreras, I think he was from Man United's academy. He was shy a Man United player. I don't know why they sold him. Brother went to Benfica. He has balled out, and now he's going to Real Madrid for 50 million euros. That's crazy. When Manchester United don't still have, an amazing left back, if you call Luke Shaw for me, that one that only come when he wants to go and play World Cup or wants to go and play Euros. He will come and use Man United and gain fitness and go and play Euros or World Cup. Luke Shaw doesn't play enough. Dorgu, I'm not still convinced on Dorgu, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not 100% sold on him. So I just think that Man United's board, their owners, they need to do better. Their sporting directors, those guys in charge of those decisions, they need to do better. And yes, many years of bad decisions will definitely take a long time to fix. But rolling back to my initial point, Mbuemo for £70 million is not crazy. 20 goals in the Premier League, that is what it basically gets you from last season. So it's honestly not crazy. You are getting a Premier League proven player. This one is not Cherry Cambia. You are getting a player that is coming and is acting. That's what Man United have definitely done. They are not signing players. They are not signing potential again. Man United for a while, Højlund, it was potential that they went to sign. They went to spend £75 million or so on somebody that had 9 goals in Serie A. Serie A of all leagues for Atalanta. They were signing potential. Many of their signings, even Dogu is a potential signing. It was not like Dogu was signed for here and now. It's potential that they saw in him. Yori, he was signed for potential as well as centre-back, although he's actually a very good centre-back. I'll give him that. So all these guys were signed potential. But now, I think the model has changed. We are signing here and now players. We want to win now. We want to change that culture. And the funny thing is that even the here and now players they are signing are also kind of young. Mbuemo is just 24, 25. Forget that he has bad head. He's a very young guy. He's just that Mbuemo dude. I've signed him since for Brentford. It's just that his bad head that is making people think that he's old. And then Cunha is not above 26 years old. So it's good recruitment from Manchester United. At least you are getting 4 good years from this player. So I will give them kudos. I like the 2 signings from Manchester United, and I think they will do very, very well. So Mbuemo to Manchester United. Here we go. Make sure you like this video, you subscribe, and you share. If you got to this point in this video, write Mbu in the comment section. MBU. I appreciate you guys so much. We're at 22,000 followers, subscribers, and we are about to go to 100,000 subscribers. So please make sure you strap on your seatbelt for this ride, because next season is going to be an absolute cinema. Look, the Premier League for next season is going to be so nice. It's going to be so interesting. Look at Liverpool doing crazy business. Arsenal, crazy business. Man City, crazy business. For some time, I thought Man United was dead, but now they are back. They are alive, and they are doing business. Chelsea, crazy business. So big teams are doing things. So we should expect, watching the best of the best in the entire world in the Premier League. Even clubs like Newcastle, they have held on to Isak. They are getting your visa probably. They have signed Elanga. They have Anthony Gordon. So, bro, there's a deep pool of talent in the Premier League, and genuinely, no league can chat to us. No league can compete with us. I'm so happy for this, and we wait and see how well Mbuemo will do. So, well done to Manchester United, and congratulations to Manchester United fan. My tongue is even paining me. Oh, Adika sticks out.